Hello everyone, warm welcome to the wonderful video of The Books Don't Lie. My name is Amit. With the help of this video, I'm going to talk about another interesting book which I wish to share with all of you. And trust me, this is one heck of a book which is not at all tedious, easy to read, and the lessons to be taken which you can implement in your lifetime with yourself, with your kids, and of course distribute to anybody whosoever is looking to have a peaceful and a great satisfying life. Now I'm talking about a book called this, which is known as Still Like an Artist by Austin Kleon. Now this is an amazing book, and it's hardly 60 pages in this book, but there are three important life lessons which I've learned from this book and I wish to share with all of you. Let me begin right away. The first point, the first idea which I've profoundly love from this book is this. It says that, where do you get your ideas from? Now this is a basic question we all have been asked by our mentors, senior, juniors, and more often than not, we tend to lie. We do not really tell the truth that this is an idea which we have stolen from XYZ artist or XYZ individual, and we tend to say, you know what, this is my idea, I thought about it. I'm not saying your idea is not yours, but then the fact is 99% of the ideas which we generate in our lifespan has something or the else kind of a previous history or relevance, and people have already informed and talked about it. We just happen to have those ideas picked from XYZ book, XYZ people, and the moment we do not give the credit of that individual whose ideas we have taken, we end up calling ourselves that we have stolen the idea. But on the contrary, if you give credit to the XYZ author, you have no shame to accept that courtesy XYZ. So the moral of the story is very simple. None of the ideas are reinvented or probably discovered for the very first time. Majority of the ideas are already there, and it is just we tend to reinvent or so-called reshape it, but do not forget to give the courtesy of XYZ whosoever deserves or whosoever first ever pointed that wonderful idea. So no idea is a new idea. That's point number one. Point number two, which always very, very fascinating to me, it talks about do not stick to one wonderful hobby. We often talk to our kids about sticking to one wonderful hobby and if possible make a career out of it. For example, sports, education, public speaking, for example, YouTube as a career, doing hardcore medical sciences, and so on and so forth. The author has this beautiful point, and he says that if you happen to have 7 or 8 hobbies under your belt, you must preserve all of them, because all of those hobbies one fine day will collide in a particular unit, and out of this collision you will get one of those ideas or one of those niche profile which will give you a lot of success, a lot of name and fame in the future days. So you could be following a lot of careers. For example, my own career, I happen to be a part of training and development, learning and development, but look at what I'm doing. I'm educating people via YouTube through multiple YouTube channels. So this idea was never a part of my idea, but this idea became my own kind of monetary source because I had so many ideas. I loved reading. I loved watching the commentary of Richie Benaud, Tony Greig, the tennis championship of Wimbledon, and of course reading a lot of wonderful documentaries on Nat Geo and Nat Geographic. And because of all this listening, reading, writing, watching, all these hobbies kind of got inculcated in one of the specific spots. And today I am in front of you as a digital educator to all of you. And not just that, I'm also earning or making a money out of it. So if you happen to have multiple ideas, do not let your ideas to go for a toss. Preserve all of them, and there will be a day wherein all of these ideas are going to get kind of collided, and you will get one beautiful idea which will change your life, or maybe will give you a new source of income or even a profession. So all the ideas are good ideas. Do not let them go. Last but not the least, which is a very interesting fact again, the author has often talked about the usage of hands. He says use your hands in the digital era. We as an individual have often gone for technology, chat GPT, not writing, printing or Xerox or photocopy, whatever you want to call it. But author has got this point wherein he says the moment you stop writing, the moment you start thinking and pushing your brain, the moment you become absolutely dependent on technology, your own brain, your own function stops progressing. There's no stimuli to your brain. So even in the age of digital era, which we are kind of running right now, you have ChatGPT, you have AI, you have Google, you have many more technologies at your disposal. It is always advisable to use your bare hands to create, write, fetch information, fetch new artists, fetch new information. Use your hands, do it manually, because when you do it manually, you tend to remember. Number one, you tend to have a good brain stimulation, and ultimately your own skills will not be diminished if you do not become too much dependent on technology. So use your hands. Now, these were the wonderful 3 points which I've learned from the book called Steal Like an Artist. Do remember, whenever you take an idea from XYZ, do give credit to them. Otherwise, it will be termed as a stolen piece of information. You all have a good day, and thanks for watching.